Good news, bad news? I don't know. Have you ever heard the parable of the Chinese farmer? Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to your Daily Whisper. Kara Bradley here. Oh, I love this little story, and I look forward to sharing it with you. The story of the Chinese farmer who one day received a horse, a free horse. And a neighbor, the neighbor of this farmer, said to the farmer, "Oh, you are so lucky to have received this free horse." The farmer simply said, "Good news, bad news? I don't know." And his son, the farmer's son, then went out and took the horse for a ride. The horse was a little bit wild still and threw the son off the horse. And the horse ran away, and the son broke his leg. And the neighbor of this farmer said, "Oh, I'm so sorry that this happened to your son and that you lost your horse." And the farmer simply said, "Good news, bad news? I don't know." And in a short time thereafter, the representatives of the government came to his small village and drafted all of the able-bodied young men for an army to go to war. But because the farmer's son had broken his leg, he was left behind. And the, again, neighbor of the farmer said to the farmer, "You're so lucky that your son was left behind because these boys are all going off to war, where surely some of them will be killed or injured." And the farmer simply looked at the son and said, or the neighbor, and said, "Good news, bad news? I don't know." It's such a simple story. And we don't know the ending, of course. But I often refer to this in my own life when things happen, right? When I'm given a gift, when something is taken away, when I have to do something I don't want to do. And so it goes. Good news, bad news? I don't know. We have no idea the repercussions, the conditions that will unfold, the gifts or the burdens that will come from something happening in our lives. We just don't know. We can't possibly know. And so, this week we've been talking so much about not having problems. What if there was no problem? What if there was nothing to improve upon? Good news, bad news? I don't know. I find this such a gem to carry with me in my pocket during my day. Because we can ride on the roller coaster of life, I know I do, and I forget. Right? When I'm on such a high because something's been given to me, the horse, I forget that it may not be good news for the moment. Or for the moment it's good news, but, next day it may not be. So to hold in the pocket good news, bad news, I don't know. And I think that it has helped me to remember just to be present, to stay in that neutral space like I talked about yesterday. So this week, my friend, I'm just offering what is coming through to me, these reminders, these little gems, these stories to hold in our pocket to remind ourselves to just be right here in this precious moment of our precious life, because we don't know what's going to happen next. And when we put down the good news and the bad news, and we put down the need to know why, the need to be right, when we let go of all of the stories behind what may be happening and arising right now, we ride life in that neutral gear. And it's not a bad thing. The neutral gear is where we're able to just be with what is, as it is. It's where we feel most alive. It's where we feel most awake. It's where we connect most deeply with ourselves and others. It's where we hear guidance, direction, wisdom coming through us, moving us. That's all. Good news, bad news. I don't know. May we experience our precious human birth most fully today, in this next moment, and in the next. Thank you for being here. Have a beautiful day.